What's good, everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 things that Amazon needs to change. Let's just get straight into the video. I don't really have much to say. I missed my stream yesterday because of Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much for everything that you do. But let's get straight into number 1 on things that Amazon needs to change, and that is break periods. Longer break periods is what we need at Amazon. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the breaks are too short, especially if you're working 10 or 12-hour shifts. If you're working 10-hour shifts, all you're getting is one 30-minute break, and then your second 30-minute break, which is scan to scan, meaning it's pretty much like a 20-minute break with all the walking you have to do from the break rooms and all of that. And of course, same for the first one as well. You have to take into consideration how long it's taking for us to get to the break rooms. Microwaves not being available. At my site, all the microwaves are broken, so it's really annoying. People taking the seats early, people leaving break early so you don't get there in time. There's just a lot of problems with breaks at Amazon, and because of that, because of how many problems there are, I think that we should get longer breaks. I don't think that 30 minutes is a long enough break period, or at least it shouldn't be scan to scan. They should be really lenient with it. Maybe add like a 10-minute grace period before break and 10-minute grace period after the break. I wish Amazon would make the breaks longer. It'd be so much better, and let me know down in the comments below if you agree that breaks should be longer. Now at number 2, this is like the new thing that I'm going to be talking about. Maybe not as much as I was talking about cell phones, but I've mentioned it before and I'm going to mention it again. Earbuds. I wish we were allowed just one single earbud in. I don't think it breaks safety violations. I don't really think that it does anything like that at all. It's not really a hazard. Unless you're driving like a forklift or something, I could see that potentially. But if you're just doing something like stowing, honestly, it's not really a safety violation. Let's be honest. If you have one earbud in, it's not going to stop you from hearing the machines. Those machines are really loud. It's not going to stop you from hearing a manager talk to you from behind or from your right side, as long as your right side is empty. And even if it was, you'd probably still be able to hear the manager. Honestly, overall, I don't think it's really that much of a safety violation. And if you guys have ever actually tried the earphones, not the earphones, but the earplugs they give you at work, the little pink and yellow ones, if you actually try those, you can't really hear anything anyway, and you're allowed to wear those, so it's not really a safety violation. I've heard some sites, I've seen one site actually say that it's now considered a dress code violation to wear earbuds, which I don't understand. Like, what is so dress code violation-y about it? Like, what kind of dress code are you violating when you're wearing an earbud? Are you not allowed to wear like anything like that? I'm not really sure why it says that, but yeah, I think we should be allowed one earbud. It'll help our employees out a lot. It'll help us get through the day faster. We'll be able to listen to music, podcasts. That'll help us increase our work productivity, and it's just a lot better for our mental health too. And then not only that, it's not really a safety violation, so I can't really use that as an excuse. I think one earbud should be allowed by Amazon, and they should change that. Now for number 3, it's one of the ones that you guys have heard me go on a lot. If you've been subscribed to the channel for a while, you've heard me talk about this pretty much a bunch, and you're probably going to guess what it is, so go ahead and put a comment down below what you think it is. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe as well. But number 3, time off task. I wish that they would just completely get rid of time off task. I'm not going to go too into detail on this. I have so many videos talking about my true opinions on time off task and how I really feel about it. So I'm not going to go too into detail about this, but I don't like time off task. I wish it wasn't a thing at all. Like, really wish it wasn't. It makes no sense. There's too many barriers that can cause you to get TOT that to me make it to where TOT really shouldn't exist, or it should at least be used differently or expanded to like more than 30 minutes, because right now TOT is 30 minutes. If you're not working for 30 minutes in a single day, that's including walking to the restroom, using the restroom, that's including barriers like maybe Amnesty's working on the floor, or your manager's talking to you, or a learning ambassador is coming and telling you about your rate. It's including all of that stuff. Including all of that, that's all counted as TOT. And realistically, 30 minutes a day, sometimes you can talk to a manager for like 10 minutes. And if you're already talking to them for 10 minutes, you've already used the restroom for 10 minutes, you only have 10 minutes left, and anything could happen in that time. You could get like a pod could fall over. That happens very rarely, but it does happen sometimes where the pods just completely fall over. That takes a long time for Amnesty to clean up. Maybe your station gets that, maybe you're stowing and your station gets that stow Nike IDS out of signal or whatever it is that happens. Maybe that happens for a few minutes. There's just too many barriers for a TOT to be properly calculated, and the managers, they don't look at all those barriers. Most of them don't. So I think the TOT should be changed and just either extended to like at least an hour, or it should just be getting rid of completely or changed to where they're actually monitoring your barriers and things like that. But yeah, number 3 is definitely a TOT. And then at number 4, More paid time off. It's that simple. I wish we had more paid time off. Yeah, don't get me wrong. We do get a decent amount of UPT, which is unpaid time off. We do get a decent amount of that, and that's cool and all, but we don't get enough paid time off, especially if you are less than a year old at Amazon. You gain vacation time extremely slow, to the point where I wouldn't even consider that when talking about time off. I don't consider it vacation time at all, because most people who watch these videos, I would assume, have been working at Amazon for less than a year. So you're gaining vacation time extremely slow. But if you are gaining PTO, you're only getting 48 per year if you're full time. And to me, like, that's just not enough at all. I think 48 hours per year, that's, if you're working 10-hour shifts, that's less than 5 shifts. So you could take 4 shifts off for the entire year paid. And I don't think that's good. I don't think that's enough. I really do think that we should get more paid time off, at least. If it were up to me, I think, like, I saw somebody say this in my Discord the other day or on Reddit. I can't remember which one, but I think maybe like 80 to 96 hours would be a good minimum. 96 hours would definitely be a good minimum to get. If you can get 96 hours per year, I'd be a lot more satisfied with that, and I'd be pretty happy with that. So I do wish that we had more paid time off for sure at Amazon, and I wish that that's one thing that they would change, because 48 hours per minimum is just not cutting it, in my opinion. And yeah, of course, like, we get things like VTO and UPT, but like I said, those are unpaid time off. And if you're working full-time and this is your full-time job and this is how you're paying bills, all of that unpaid time off really is irrelevant to you, because sometimes you just can't afford to take that, so it's basically non-existent. And at number 5, on things that I wish Amazon changed, things that they need to change, real rewards for hard work. Because when we work hard at Amazon, most of the time we don't get anything. Sometimes there are contests, but they're contests for like best store. The top 3 stores will get this, top 5 pickers will get this, or top 10% will all get this. And it's always usually things like vendor bucks or e-swag or candy. It's just things that are kind of irrelevant and things that we don't really care about. Unless it's Prime Week. I do notice that during Prime Week, and sometimes even during peak as well, but especially during Prime Week, they're giving out things like Fire Sticks, they're giving out TVs, they're giving out consoles, like, they're giving out a bunch of stuff during Prime Week. And that's cool. That would make somebody work hard. And I wish that they did, maybe not exactly that, but I wish they did something more often. Like, sometimes they do it where if you're like the best store in the building, and I haven't seen this done in a really, really long time, but sometimes they'll do it where if you're the best store or the best picker in the building, they'll give you an extra 30-minute break. Now that right there, that to me is a reason to go and climb for the number 1 spot. A 30-minute extra break, that is amazing, and to me that is a good reason to fight for number 1 or fight for top 10. But when you're telling people that if you do top 10 you're gonna get candy, it's just like, why would they care? Like, who cares about that kind of stuff? Who cares about e-swag or vendor bucks like that? I think that they should change it to where they're giving people, you know, how they do Fire Sticks occasionally during like Prime, something like that. Just give your employees bigger incentives, whether it's extra breaks. Maybe you'll give them 10 hours of UPT if they work really hard that day. Maybe you'll give them some pay time off, an extra break, anything like that. There's so many things that I think would be better than what we're already getting as rewards. If you're even getting rewards, some people don't get rewards at all. And a lot of the time at my site, they don't. They do sometimes do like contests and stuff, but it's always for like really relevant things in my opinion. And I just wish that Amazon gave bigger rewards for the hard workers. But yeah, that's it. Those are 5 things that I wish Amazon would change. I am going to make a video in the next couple of weeks as well called 5 things that Amazon needs to change for their own good. So I think in this video I talked about things that benefit us as employees, but in the next video I'm going to be talking about, or not the next video, but when that other video comes out, I'm going to be talking about things that would benefit not only us but Amazon as well, and things that they need to change for their own good. I'm going to be talking about that in one of those future videos. But with that being said, this is going to be the end of this one. Let me know if you liked it, and let me know if there's anything you would add to this list in the comments down below. I'm definitely going to do another one of these, so I'll probably take some of your suggestions if I find them really good. Let me know what you think about this video though. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. I love you all. Peace.